Alright, let's get started with this video. I am going to show you in this video how to sign up for GetResponse and how to create your first campaign and modify your settings. Alright, and a few other cool things. I'll take you through the backend as well. So basically the whole look and feel of the backend is quite similar I mean GetResponse and Aweber are quite similar because the functionality and the features offered by both of them are very similar. Alright, so although the interface will be the user friendliness will be different with GetResponse and Aweber, but the functionality that you'll see in both of them will be quite similar. All right, so don't worry, even if you're using Aweber, the principles remain the same essentially. All right, so here I am in the GetResponse homepage. So to sign up, you'll have to click on pricing to see what their prices are. What I recommend is you can you can just go with their 100 to 250 plan, alright, in which you've got unlimited emails that you can send out, and you've got a monthly fee of just $10. Alright, so you can choose that and then you can order your package. Alright, so to start off, you'll start off with just 100 to 250, and then as you keep on increasing your email list size, your price will keep on increasing. All right, so you can also avail some discount by taking up a 6-month or a 12-month package. It's totally up to you. And this is it basically. So after you've signed up, all right, you'll be given your login and username information, and then you have to log in to GetResponse. So I'm going to take you to the dashboard now. All right, so here is my GetResponse dashboard. This shows me basically the few functions that I can do. For example, I can create messages, I can create a list, I can create surveys and check my stats. Then you've got the sidebar in which they've got free live webinars for you. They've also got their upgrade, get more subscribers, which I don't recommend as of now. All right, as of now I think you should build your list. You can check that out. You've got upgrade options, and then you've got your latest stats basically. So this is all about the dashboard here, but the main functionality of this service is inside all these tabs here. All right, so you've got various tabs, so I'll take you through all of them. You've got campaigns. So inside campaigns, you can create a new campaign. You can list all the campaigns that you currently have. You can modify the settings of any campaign. You can set predefined fields. All right, I'll tell you what that is all about. And you can also set automation rules. All right. Next, you've got contacts, in which you can either show your contacts that you've got inside any campaign. You can add contacts manually through this panel here. You can import contacts if you've already got a list of contacts with you, and you can copy contacts from one email list or one campaign to another. You've got web forms, in which you can generate the web form code that you can put up on your squeeze page or landing page. You also got custom fields to basically personalize your entire the email that you send out. All right, if you've got more fields that you're taking up during signing up. You've also got a removal list, all right, and undelivered, blacklist, and other such such tabs like track my sales as well. So these features come inside contacts. Next you've got messages, in which you can create your newsletter. All right, then you can check your newsletter history of all the newsletters that you've delivered and that are scheduled right now, and all the drafts that are saved. All this is inside newsletter history. You can create a follow-up, and you can also manage follow-ups. So newsletter is basically a broadcast. All right, so let me tell you the difference between a follow-up and a newsletter. All right, so follow-up is basically a sequence of emails that you can set inside your autoresponder, inside your campaign. So whenever a person signs up, let's say you set on day one a person is give send out an email, so automatically the system sends out an email for on day one. Next, you've already scheduled an email that's to be sent out on day four, let's say. So on day four, because every subscriber is joining on a different date, so this system automatically sends out an email on day four to that subscriber only that joined 4 days ago. So basically, follow-up is a series of emails that you can set and put in day wise. In I mean, you can send out the first email on day zero and then continue from that point onwards. All right. Then you can manage your follow-ups as well inside this panel. Then the newsletter or broadcast. So this is a one-time email that you can send out. So basically, what you can do is you can send out a promotion. Right, if you've got a promotion ready, or if you've got some information that you want to send out to your list, you go inside create newsletter and you write down that email and then you send it out to your list. So at that point, you can either schedule your broadcast, that can be scheduled as well, but you can send that out instantly also. So broadcast or newsletter is a process in which you just send out one email, and follow up is a process in which you can basically set out a complete automated sequence of emails that are sent out to your subscribers. Next, you've got cool statistics. You've got subscription, performance, sales, import, and survey statistics. Don't fiddle around with surveys as of now, because I have not tested it and I did not find any use for it right now. And I did not also use the multimedia that they've got here because I host all the files on my own. Surveys and multimedia, I don't recommend you go for right now. You've got statistics, in which in subscription statistics, you can generate stats from all your campaigns, in which uh, you can check out daily stats, and from which sources are your subscriptions coming in. Example, are they coming in from mobile, or from web forms, or from imports? All right, so various stats that you've got. You've also got performance statistics, in which you can measure the click-through rates and open rates, and all such stats for all the newsletters and all the follow-ups that you send out. All right, so you can use these stats to modify your emails if you want. If an email is not performing well for you, you can modify that inside a follow-up. Next, you've got sales statistics. All right, you put up a sales tracking code, and then these you can also generate sales statistics from your list that you've got. All right, so all such cool things that you can do with get response. So I'm going to start with campaigns, right, which is the first part here. So click on create new campaign. All right, so inside create new campaign, you can just enter the campaign name, right, and that will be it. So basically, you just enter the campaign name that you want, and I think it should not have any spaces in between. It should just be one single word. You can keep it anything you want. It won't be shown to the visitor directly, so you can just keep it. It's for your own reference. All right, so it needs to be unique, a campaign name. All right, if a campaign name already exists in the get response network, then you won't be able to add it, but it needs to be a unique name that you can add. And you can also if you've got previous campaigns already set, you can just click on copy settings. All right, and then you can copy all the campaign settings that you're newly creating from a previous campaign that you already had. All right, you can do that. You can also set out your details, for example the from email and the reply to email, that for all the emails that are sent out from this campaign, the from and the reply to emails, from which person is that going out to. All right, so all that you can set out. All right, so let's just start off with a campaign name. Let's call it test campaign. All right, so probably such a campaign name should be taken by now. If I click on create new campaign, yep, such a campaign name already exists. All right, so let me just choose out a new name, test campaign gr, and click on create new campaign. Such a campaign name already exists, so we can put out a random name like All right, but be sure that in your case you just put up a campaign name that you can remember. All right, and that's basically related to the niche that you're targeting. Otherwise, it will become very confusing for you. So let's say you're building out a weight loss list, so you can have a campaign name uh, like weight loss 312 or something like that, or you can also have um, losing weight campaign, something like that. So basically have your campaign name something that you can identify later on. All right, so in your campaigns list you'll be just shown this name that you enter here. All right, so you need to be able to identify the campaign with the name that you have it. So you can set after you create a campaign, next part is to change the settings. All right, so click on settings, and your current campaign, if at any point you lose your setting, I mean you want to go to your campaign, there's a drop down called your current campaign on almost every page of get response. So you can just select from the drop down all the campaigns that you have and select the campaign that you want to work with. All right, so in there's various settings that you can have. So you've got email to speech, you've got the form field, you've got the reply to field, you've got email reports, and then you've got performance reports, postal address, and that's it. So basically email to speech is not something that I've done right now and something that I don't want to do as of now. I've not tested this, but the from field is basically the from address from which the email goes out to. If you want to add a from field, you can just click on this link here. It'll take you to a place where you can add a name and an email address from which the emails will go out to. Right, so you may need to verify your email address that you add to. All right, they'll send you a code. So the from field and the reply to field, I think it's pretty standard. Then the email reports is basically all the reports, daily or weekly reports that you want for this campaign. The subscription stats basically, so how many people were added daily or how many people were added and removed weekly. So all these stats are given out in email reports that you can get. You also get performance reports if you want. All right, and I don't use such features, but you definitely need to add a postal address. That's your actual address, or your company's address, and if you're marketing with your company, and this is it. So once you've added your postal address and stuff, you can just scroll on to the bottom and click on save settings. All right, so after you've saved your settings, next comes the language. So inside language, we just want the campaign language to be English. Now there's a confirmation template that you can set out. Now the confirmation template is basically an email that goes out to the subscriber, all right, when a person enters, not a subscriber actually. So whenever, if now there are two things basically. There's single opt-in and there's double opt-in. In single opt-in, a person just enters their name and their email address, or just their email address, and they're entered to your list. All right, they're automatically entered to your list. But if a person, if you've set up double opt-in, all right, then inside double opt-in, what happens is when a person enters their name and email address, a confirmation email goes out to that person, and they have to click a confirmation link inside that email, and only then they're added to your list. All right, so in this section here, you can add your confirmation template. You can set a subject. You can either put up a custom subject, or you can have a pre-approved subject here. All right, next you can also have a body template. You can choose out from any of these, for example subscription request. All right, so you need to have a personalized plain message that you want and your signature, and then if you click on preview, you'll be able to see the message that that's sent out to the person if they need to confirm their subscription to your list. Now basically in most cases I do not have double opt-in. All right, I just go with single opt-in, mainly because it does not make a huge difference to my list, because I follow them up with good emails so that they get to know me properly. All right, so if you are following that technique in which you if you just add the person to your list and then you just keep on sending them promos after promos, then they'll pretty much leave your email list very quickly, and they won't buy from you as well. So as I told you in the first video of this module, that you need to have a relationship with your list. So that's why you need to send out some good information to them and basically get to know them better. Next, tracking. Always check click-through tracking and always check the open rate tracking. All right, you can also add Google Analytics tracking. I've not done that till now. And you can also have a signature, all right, a standard signature that you can have at the end of the emails if you want. All right, so you can set out the signature in this field. You've got the contact tab here. All right, so if you want email notifications for every time a person joins your list, then you can enter the email address to which you want those email notifications to come, and you can also forward all the emails that are sent out to this email address to any other email address that you want. Here are the opt-in settings that let you change the double opt-in to single opt-in. So basically, if you don't want confirmed opt-in, you can just uncheck all of these. All right, so all the email, web and panel subscriptions that you do, they will be they'll be all single opt-in here. All right, so if you want, you can obviously do double opt-in if you want, but I recommend doing single opt-in because that'll basically build your list much better in a much better way. All right, so what happens is in many cases they enter in their name and email address, but they never get around clicking the confirmation link. So in that case, you lose that subscriber, but in this case, you always get a subscriber inside your list. Next, all these are standard settings that you don't need to change at all. All right, but still it's pretty standard, and as you can see, if you hover over any field here, you'll get the description, all right, of what's all this all about. So you can definitely read all the help information that's given out to you. With every field that you have, they've given out a description of what the field is about and what it does. So there's definitely a lot of help provided to you. They've also got a dedicated help section in that you can check out if you get stuck anywhere. All right, so always keep in mind that you've got these tool tips that come into play, right? These tool tips, just hover over any field and you've got the help right in front of you. So that's it, and always remember that once you've made all the settings, just click on save settings, otherwise your settings won't be saved. All right, and that is pretty much it for the campaign settings. All right, so in this video I just showed you how to create a new campaign and how to change the settings for that campaign. All right, and if you click on campaigns list, it will just show you the list of all the campaigns that are inside your account. So you've also got one more feature which is called automation. In this feature, you can basically add an automation rule, all right, that if let's say a person is in this campaign, so if a person is removed from this campaign, then remove them from another campaign. If a person is subscribed to this campaign, then deactivate them from another campaign. So you can choose these automation rules. So this is very helpful if you've got a whole sales funnel in place. All right, but I think for now this might be a little complicated for you, but if you definitely want to try this out, all right, then you've got this description here in which all the fields are described in detail here on what these automation rules are all about. So basically, automation rules, what they do is let's say you've got a list of subscribers, and then when a person purchases your product, then they become a buyer. All right, so you've got two lists, one is for the subscribers and one is for the buyers. You want that the subscriber is deactivated from the subscriber list once they become a buyer. So you can put if subscribed then remove. All right, so let's say this is your subscriber list. So if a subscriber is subscribed to, here you put in the buyer list, you select from the drop down your buyer campaign. All right, and then if a person is subscribed to this buyer campaign, then remove them from this campaign here. So you can have such automation rules set in place. All right, so So this is also definitely a helpful thing that you can try out if you, but only if you've got sales funnels in place. All right, but for now I'd recommend not going in with all these complications right now. All right, so focus on just the basic steps, create new campaign and change the settings, and that is it. So in the next video I'm going to show you how you can get web forms and how you can put them up on your website. All right, so I'll see you then.